And from here, you can get to manage members. So if you need to add points to an account, you can just go directly to manage members, or you can use the drop down from here and go to manage members this way. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to see all your members, but like you can see here, I can only see like 15 or 20 members here. And like there's 4,900 in my account. Now my data is kind of wacky because this is just my demo, but you would see all random account numbers and then all their information here. In order to add points to a particular account, we need to find that account. So more than likely they're not going to be in this first screen. So you go ahead and go to show filter options. If you're using cards, you would click specific card number and type in that card number. If you only know the last 4 digits of a card number, you can go ahead and hit card number here, and then you can just type in like 4 digits of that card number, and then it'll find all the cards with those 4 digits. Hopefully you would know their phone number and or email address. So if we go ahead and type in mobile, or if we click mobile and we type in a phone number, or if we hit email and we just type in part of their email, it will find all the accounts that have Burkholder within the email address. So you can see here, bethburkholder@gmail.com, right? So here's my account. You can see I'm on 2 plans. I'm on this plan and this plan. Your accounts will more than likely only have 1 plan showing here, but you might have 2 or 3 depending upon how your plans are set up. So once you're on the member, and you want to make sure that the member information is populated here, because by default when you come here, you're going to not have a member selected, right? So once we go and find that member, just because we find these members, we haven't populated who's in the area here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on myself. And then to add points, we're just going to go to member transactions. We're going to see all of that member's transactions. And then down below is an add points button. So we can go ahead and hit add points. And then it's going to give us an option, right? So if there's multiple plans, we want to make sure we're selecting the proper plan to put the points on. So if I want to put it on my repeating plan, I need to select that. So for instance, if you have a plan where they get a point for every dollar they spent, but they also get 1 point for every pizza they buy, you want to make sure that you're not giving them like 100 pizzas, right? Or something like that. So just make sure you select the right plan. You can select the store if you have multiple stores, which store that they earn those points at, and then we can just give them, say, 100 points. And that's how you add points to an account. There are a couple different things that you want to make sure you're careful of. So if we go look at like people that are on, let's say, a variable plan or a cashback plan, right? So in this particular plan, they get cash back. Let's try to find an account here. Well, either way. They get like a 10% back on the sales plan. So we want to be careful, because when we do a variable plan or percent back plan, we don't want to give them the dollar value of the plan. So if you say, hey, I give my customers 10% back on a $100 check, they would only earn 10 points or $10 towards their loyalty. So in this case, if they spent, let's say, $150 and we give them 10% back, I would go to the variable plan, and I would do, if they spend $150, I would give them 15 points. If it's 5% back, we need to do the math, right? So $100, 5% is going to be $5. If it's 3%, it would be three points, right? Because we want to make sure we're not giving them a whole bunch of points towards a cashback program. And then also, when you manually add points like this, you can see there's a void option here. So that's fine, that's normal. The reason that's here is in the event that we actually put, let's say, 300 points in here and it was only supposed to be 3. So if we put the wrong number of points, then we can go ahead and void this manual transaction, just in case we, put too many points in there, and then it removes it. Okay, and that's how you add points to your plans.